Now, we have got a very special guest that stopped by to visit with us tonight. Miss Wanda King is here live in the KNON studio. How you doing, Wanda? Long time no see. You got to be careful. This is KNON equipment. If you touch it goes crazy.
Okay, let me just stand up.
We've got the springs on this microphone stand we have. They've got a mind of their own.
That's right. Just give me the blues over here. Okay, how about now?
We're used to it. Well, welcome, Wanda. We're really happy to see you down here tonight. How you been? What's new?
Oh God, a lot of stuff always new, and I'm always, like I said, juggling things and doing the Freddie King brand, protecting that at all times, and doing the Wanda King thing with my band, Wanda King All-Star Blues Review. And we have some, we have a great show coming up this coming Friday, next Friday. And I jumped at the chance to open for Big Bill Morganfield. I never met him. And, I'm a student of the old blues, old school, and I'm excited about it.
He's a sweetheart. You'll love him. He's a great guy.
That's great. I'm always happy to hear that.
And he can sing like his daddy, too.
And I love that.
Well, that's outstanding. We really appreciate you helping us out and all the other musicians that help us out, because without your help, this radio station would have been gone a long, long time ago. And we just can't tell you how much we appreciate you and the nice folks out at Grand Prairie that are helping us host this event.
Absolutely.
It's just and you've been to that. It's a beautiful venue out there downtown Grand Prairie.
I have been there, but I've never performed there. But before we go any further, Donald, I just want to take the time. I know as many interviews we've done together, I never thank you for your help. In the early days of me trying to understand the business and wrapping my head around how to protect my dad's brand, because you were such a, this convicted fan of Freddie King, you was like, there was no way that you were going to let the Dallasites, anyone in the listening ears of KNON not know that Freddie King, he is the master.
And this is still a Palace of the King.
And he's Texas Cannonball. And you encouraged me when I turned on KNON one night. It was on my dad's birthday. And I'm thinking, okay, he's going to play 1 or 2 songs. Your whole format was Freddie King. And I knew I had someone there, a soldier. So I started out, along with another gentleman named Stephen Grossman of Guitar Workshop. He reached out to me and said, hey, why don't you do anything with your dad's brand, protecting it? Well, this is going on, that's going on. I said, what? And we put together the first group of DVDs. Actually, at that time, I think it was VHS.
Yeah.
The Beat.
Yeah, The Beat.
Freddie King in, I think, in Sweden. All those collection, that was my first licensing experiences. But anyway, moving fast forward, you also helped me doing, you gave me a contribution to help jumpstart some stuff. And there were some legal things involved. And because of you, Don, I want the whole world to know you're a great person, and I love you for that.
Well, thank you, Wanda. I loved your dad, and I love your music. I'm so happy to see you out there carrying your dad's music on, and your uncle's still carrying it on as well.
Uncle Benny Turner.
Uncle Benny's taking names. He's kicking butt, taking names.
I tell you, I can't even. Only way I'm able to keep up with him and to reach him, I had to check the Facebook, because I just found out that he was at the Blues Foundation Awards. And kudos for Mike Zito. He got an award. But everybody's still busy. I'm working on my father's band as much as I can. We put together little things. I tried to book this deal in Europe, but that's complicated. That moving right along, that's complicated. I won't say any more about that, but I'm still trying to piece that together. So everybody's active, staying busy. We lost Melvin, Deacon Jones, and recently. And
I was so glad you helped bring him to Dallas.
Oh,
and I got to shake his hand, got him to sign my copy of his book, and it was just such a treat to see him up there with the Freddie King tribute band.
Yes.
That organ that just the stuff he did in the background, it made such a world of difference. It always did.
As a matter of fact, when we did the 80th at the Texas Theater. I still remember Spoken Joe Quebec. Every time you make that tiger sound on the organ, Joe would just laugh so hard. Listen to that guy over there on that organ. It just, yeah, you're right. I miss him. We all miss him. The music world miss him. But he's in a better place. He's now rocking with Freddie now.
They're getting the band back together.
Getting the band back together.
I really enjoy. He's got an amazing book out that he wrote about his life and all the years he played with John Lee Hooker and with your dad and with so many.
People didn't know that.
So many other great artists.
Yes.
I don't remember what the title is, but folks, if you're interested, you can probably find it on Google it up or find it on eBay or something.
He gifted me a copy of that early, and I read it, and I was just stunned. I said, okay. And when he told me that he had become close friends with John Lee Hooker, and he actually chauffeured him around too when they weren't on tour. Yep. And so, like I said, he's an amazing guy, and he really was. And I said, I think on the Facebook that he was one of the lights of my my past, because it's such a good time. As a kid, seeing these people. Now I thought just regular people that's happened to work in my dad's band, and not knowing until I got older that not only was my dad not a regular, he was an icon and would be forever, But yeah, again,
larger than life, as the record was called.
Yes, larger than life.
Well, folks, we're visiting with Miss Wanda King, daughter of the great Freddie King, right here in the KNON studios. We have still got pledge drive going on. The long-suffering Mrs. O and Janelle are standing by to take your pledges at 972-647-1893. And we still have just a couple of pair of tickets to see the big show that's coming up next Friday with Big Bill Morganfield and Miss Wanda.
Let me tell you about that.
There you go.
Okay. What we have a pair for two people or a couple, you and a friend, you and a parent.
You and enemy.
Yeah, you and whoever. We have front row tickets, 2 for the Friday night show, May 25th. It is the son of Muddy Waters. And the name is Big Bill Morganfield. The Wanda King All-Star Review Band, that would be me. And some other great, I used to say he was like local or regional, but no, Texas, and that is Robert Texas Slim Sullivan, is now an international performer. And he's going to sit in with the band on Friday.
Nice.
Along with Kristen Doza.
All right.
And if you like Dosler.
Vienna Slim.
Yeah, Vienna Slim, that's right. We also have Dave Johnson, my regular, and bass player sitting in with us. We have our new drummer. I'm sure a lot of the local folks know him. Harold Evans will be the drummer. I'm hoping that maybe Joey, my actual band leader, we kind of clashed on some dates, and so he may not be there, but we got a great opening show, and I'm really excited about it. I want to see the house packed to the max to welcome Mr. Morganfield to Grand Prairie and Dallas. So again, let me give you his phone number, 972-647-1893. Somebody come get these tickets. It's $100 pledge. Just $100 pledge.
To sit on the front row. With the son of Muddy Waters and the daughter of Freddie King.
And even if you cannot go ahead and pledge that $100 and give those tickets to someone you know will attend. We're trying to work it. We're trying to work it for you.
We got one pair left. We're down to our last pair of tickets.
That means 2.
That's right. 972-647-1893. I need to tell you, the government tells me that I have to tell you are listening to KNON 89.3 FM HD1 in Dallas-Fort Worth, the voice of the people. Here in Dallas-Fort Worth, we are your nonprofit, non-commercial community radio station for all of North Texas. We're visiting here with Miss Wanda King. And how about if we play some music off your latest CD, Bridges?
Okay. What do you got on track there?
I think I'm going to do Lonesome Whistle. Will that work for you? I bet it will.
That'll work. That's a Freddie King tune. Yes, it'll work.
This is from Wanda's latest CD called Bridges, and this is Wanda doing a tune that her dad put together called
Actually
Lonesome.
wrote it.
and Lonesome Whistle Blues right here on Texas Blues Radio. Please call and give us some support at 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. Please call and support us tonight. We're doing our pledge drive here, trying to finish things out with Texas Blues Radio. Want to thank everybody that has called to support us so far tonight. Dave in Austin, Maurice in Dallas, Donnie Ray from Nevada. Or is that Nevada, Texas? Nevada, Texas? All right, I thought so. Donnie Ray, thank you. John from Dallas, Tim from Dallas, Jimmy from McKinney, Lisa from Oak Point, Jerry from Duncanville, and Lisa from Arlington. Thank you for your support tonight. We've raised we've raised $740 tonight. We needed to raise $875 to meet our goal for the Friday Texas Blues Radio Show. So we're real close. We're just $135 away from doing our part. The station as a whole, the whole station goal, we were just a couple $1,000s away. So we're creeping up on it. We're getting real close. Help us finish it out if we can at 972-647-1893. What you just heard there, you got to hear 3 songs in a row during Pledge Drive. And I never play 3 songs in a row during Pledge Drive, because if I play 3 songs in a row during Pledge Drive, people don't call. Well, Wanda got everybody stirred up. People started calling. So we just played some great blues there for you. A little sample of the big show that's coming up next Friday night at the Uptown Theater in Grand Prairie. Doors at 8, music at 8:30. We started off with Wanda King with the Lonesome Whistle Blues. Big Bill Morganfield after that with Boogie Child, and then some more Wanda King with Love Fits Like a Glove right here on Texas Blues Radio. Wanda, we're gonna bring you down here on Pledge Drive every Pledge Drive. I think we're just.
I can do that, yeah. Just let me know, and if I'm not working on that night on Friday, I'll be like I am not tonight. I am not working tonight, so I'm right here.
All right. Well, Wanda will take your pledge at 972-647-1893 unless Mrs. O or Janelle grabs it first. We're down here. We're talking about the big show happening next Friday night, and we've been talking about the big dollar tickets, but, I mean, this is going to be a really fun show. It's a wonderful venue. Wanda, you've been in the house before, not on the stage, but you've been in the house to see a show. And how was your
scouting it?
how was your experience as a scout that night, hanging out in the audience?
Well, I like the acoustics in the building, and when Dave told me that it was a performance theater, my eyes and my ears got, ooh, okay, let's go see this place. So I didn't get a chance to ride over there with Dave, but I went on my own, and it's a really nice place. It really is. And I think anyone who comes out to enjoy the night, the evening of the show, they're going to be pleasantly surprised that it's a nice theater. And every seat's a good seat in the house. And since we segue over to that every seat's a good seat, don't we have some $5 seats as well available?
The general admission tickets are just $5, folks. So the folks and that's made possible by the good folks over at the city of Grand Prairie that have helped us out with this show. Mm-hmm. And, you got Big Bill Morganfield and Miss Wanda King. Jeez.
Really?
For $5. And the other thing that I really like about that theater down there in downtown Grand Prairie is there's tons of parking all around there, and it's free. You don't have to go up in some 8-story garage somewhere and pay somebody $10-20 to park, or pay some valet to park your car. You can park right there on the street, and it's nice and lighted and clean, and walk right into the theater and have yourself a great time. And their air conditioning works real good, and their sound system's real good.
It's a great night.
And they got beer. All the things you need, beer and blues, and
they got spirits
and comfy seats. Comfy seats.
That's right.
They're not hard. These aren't like the old auditorium seats from back in high school or something. These are comfy seats.
These are seats you can sit in now that you've gotten older and maybe a little wider.
I've got enough padding of my own. I don't need that, but they're nice padded seats as well.
That's the point I'm making.
972-647-1893. We're still trying to raise money to keep the blues on the radio here in North Texas. Now, Wanda, you've traveled around a little bit.
Yeah.
Where else do they have as much great blues as we have here in Dallas, Texas, on the radio?
I interviewed with a gentleman from Belgium. It was like 1 o'clock at night, our time. And we were talking about, what's in the Texas water. I mean, literally, we have so much talent here, homegrown, and people who have actually moved to this area But anyone who's from Dallas know their music blues history. And if they're not from Dallas and from Texas, you got everybody from Freddie King from Gilmer. You got Johnny Mathis family. He's from Gilmer, Texas. People don't know that. Google it. But you got and this is something I rarely ever mention, but Lightning Hopkins, my mom's, their cousin. They were cousins.
Oh, wow.
He's from Centerville. My mom was born in Centerville, Texas.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. You got T-Bone Walker from Oak Cliff. You got the Vaughn brothers from Oak Cliff, Jimmy and Stevie. The list goes on and on. You got the member of the Eagles. Is it
Don Henley.
That's right. Texas bred. It's just so much talent here. You just come here just for the talent. And of course, these people no longer here with us, but there are people who carry on that spirit. And Texas is a great place for good music.
I think so. I was born and raised here, as was my mom and her granddad and his granddad and his granddad. So my family's been here on my mom's side since 1842. So
oh my God,
a day or two.
A pioneer in the house, a settler. We got a settler in the house.
A day or two. So I love Texas blues and all of the blues hosts down here at KNON. We all love Texas blues. We feature Texas blues regularly because there's so much
special about it. And I think
much great music here.
It's a combination of like the Texas swing type blended with urban blues, and it's just a whole different riches of the blues that you get from Texas.
Yep. 972-647-1893. Please give us a call. We need your calls. We need your support. We need your money. We need your pledges to pay the bills for community radio and keep Texas blues coming to you. And we just played some great blues from Wanda King here this last tune we did. But I'm going to jump off into something different here, just for fun, all the way from Mississippi via Minnesota. I'm going to do some Big George Jackson.
All
and
right.
let me tell you the story behind this. I was coming home from a show. I went out to see a show Tuesday, and went and got in my truck at 11 o'clock at night and put the faceplate on my stereo, and wasn't expecting, I was digging around for a flash drive to plug into the stereo thing, and I hear some Big George Jackson coming out of my radio off of KNON at 11:15 on Tuesday night, and I'm going, wait a minute, there's no blues show on Tuesday night. And it was Charlie Don't Park and Shaggy were playing some Big George Jackson that Shaggy had just dropped across, and I thought, man, that's great.
Pretty cool.
So not only did I come home and send them a message saying, hey, thanks for the Big George Jackson, but I pledged online. I gave them $20 online for sending some Big George Jackson to me on Tuesday night on my way home from a show. And we're going to give you some more Big George Jackson right now just because we can. This one is called You Ain't All That. 972-647-1893. He tells it like it is. He tells it like it is. And we're going to send this one out to Charlie Don't Park and Shaggy. But they are all that. They definitely are. We love them, and it's the kind of thing that only community radio.
I think I like this guy.
It's the only thing that community radio can bring you, folks. 972-647-1893. Please call. We need your help tonight. 972-647-1893. That's a brand new CD. That is just in the studio tonight. It's still warm from the pressing plant. The guy's name is Arthur Menezes, and he's from Brazil, and his new CD is called Keep Pushing. That's brand new in the studio tonight, and that tune was called Should Have Never Left. And you might suspect, as I do, that young man probably listened to one or two Albert Collins records in his time. What do you think? What do you think, Wanda King?
I believe so. It sounds like his guitar tone for sure.
We're visiting with Miss Wanda King, who's going to be appearing at a great KNON show next Friday night at the Uptown Theater in downtown Grand Prairie, together with the son of the late, great Muddy Waters, Big Bill Morganfield. We're really excited about that show. It's going to be a great big party. And we were sitting here talking about YouTube.
Yes. I love me some YouTube. It gives me opportunity to visit the past of all these great and obscure musicians, talented people that I would have never known about. I was just telling Don, one of my all-time favorite early female blues guitarists is Memphis Minnie. and listening to a couple of her riffs. Now she recorded in the 30s and 40s. I think her last recording was in the 50s. But her earlier stuff, I'm listening to these riffs. I'm like, okay, I don't hear any same riffs in the 50 style. So I know that these male blues guitarists, that they borrowed, as Don would say, borrowed.
It's a lot of borrowing in the blues, folks.
And that's okay, but she deserves some credit. And I think if you go onto YouTube and listen to her music, you'll be impressed and stunned.
Or just listen to KNON, because we play Memphis Minnie. We're the only radio station in North Texas that even knows who Memphis Minnie was.
Awesome.
Much less plays her music. So that's what it's all about.
And on that same note of music, I've been working on some songs. My preference is to do original music. When I first started, of course, when you start out, doing shows as an artist, you're going to do some covers. But working my dad's estate and his business, I found out that the real money is original material. Because I tell you, the commercial successful artists like Eric Clapton, Joe Bonamassa, they have made the Freddie King Estate very happy, along with Jeff Beck, and the list goes on and on and on. So the key is, if you write the music, you may not be able to make it a hit, but someone who has that commercial power can, and that's ching 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 ching.
That's right. And if it doesn't pay off for you, it might pay off for your family down the line.
That's right.
And your dad's still taking care of your family.
I've told you that from the very beginning. My dad is still taking care of his family. I mean, really well. But I also, as I was saying about writing music, I always tend to get into a groove of certain things that I stick to. Not intentionally, like, I noticed as I was going through my 3 CDs, I'm working on my 4th, I had this tendency to write songs about betrayal. Dun, 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 dun. Family betrayal, friendship, lover betrayal, self-betrayal, not doing what you need to do and because you put it on the back burner and doing for other folks. But I'm making a conscious effort to write some songs about love.
There you go.
And true friendships. I'm having some difficulty, but I'm working on it.
You'll get there.
But that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm going to the studio. I tell my guys for the last 2 years, we're going to the studio. And so like when I say it now, I'm like, okay. Okay, Wanda. But anyway, I just wanted to get that out there that we will be going to the studio. I'm going to take Texas Slim with me along with my band, and I'm bringing some guest artists like I always do, so you can put a little, spin on it. And hopefully I'll be ready to have you play it by the first of the year.
Well, if you make it, that's what we're here for.
Okay.
We live to play great new blues.
I appreciate you.
And we're here because of our listeners who give us a call at 972-647-1893. Wasn't that a clever segue?
Yes, it was.
And make a pledge tonight. Mrs. O is standing by waiting to take your pledge, but she's looking at her fancy phone right now. And Janelle's standing by waiting to take your pledge at 972-647-1893. We would love to hear from you because we haven't made our goal yet. We're not there yet. We're still about, I think we're $90 away from reaching our goal tonight. So
come on, we can do that.
A $50 pledge and a $40 pledge. We'll send you a T-shirt, folks. We'll send you a Texas Blues Radio T-shirt at that pledge level at 972-647-1893. I've got to play some more great local music next. I'll bet, Wanda, I'll bet you know all about Ernie Johnson.
I know Ernie Johnson. Yes. I don't know if we have time for this, but I hadn't seen him in a long while, and one of the last shows, I brought in Mr. Bobby Blue Bland. And I went on the bus because he's old school. He got to be paid before he come off that.
You don't leave the bus until the money is in his hand. That's right.
So I go to the bus and step up on the bus, and Mr. Bland looks at me because he had never seen me before, And he looked at me like he had seen a ghost. He said, "Oh, that's Freddie's daughter," because I looked just like my dad. And he said, like he was stunned. I said, "Mr. Bland, I brought you here to Dallas. I'm here to give you your money." "Oh, you got my money." And then sitting right next to him was Ernie. And he said, "Don't you know who I am?" I said, "You look familiar." And he said, "I'm Ernie Johnson." I said, "Oh, I remember you when I was a kid, blah, 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 blah." So, yeah, I know Ernie Johnson.
We're going to do one of his great original tunes coming up next called It's Hard Times. Now, that's the blues.
That's the blues.
All right, here's Ernie Johnson from right here in North Texas. 972-647-1893. Please don't let it be hard times down on Texas Blues Radio. We need a little more money to pay the bills. Please call us 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. Please give us a call. We're so close to finishing out Pledge Drive and reaching our goal as our part of paying the bills down here at this radio station. 972-647-1893. And as Wanda's just finding out, you have to be careful when you tell stories about people like Ernie Johnson on the radio on KNON, because Ernie just might be listening, and he was listening tonight, and he's called up talking to Wanda right now on the phone. 972-647-1893. Call and support the radio station that just played Howlin' Wolf for you on a Friday night. We still have Miss Wanda King here visiting with us in the studio tonight. Yeah, I know you'd like some Howlin' Wolf, Wanda.
You know I love all the Chicago greats. Yeah. And you already know the story about Howlin' with my dad.
Well, why don't you tell folks? Why don't you share that with? Well, tell them the part you tell them.
Okay, the part I can tell. Okay, over radio. My dad, as a kid, maybe about 15 years old, he was sneaking to the Chicago clubs, and at that time, the big stars of the day, of course, was Muddy Waters, and all the other bands that played on the South Side. But he was sneaking, and the bouncers, he'd get by them every once in a while, but they would catch him and say, "Hey, you can't be in here. You're too young." And so this one guy was being kind of rough with my dad, and he was going to toss him out. Howlin' Wolf comes up and says, "Hey, that kid's with me." And and when you see him, he's with me, don't touch him. My dad would tell us that all the time. He used that voice, that Howlin' Wolf voice. But anyway, they became great friends, and I've always liked his music. Even when I was a baby, my dad would be playing Howlin' Wolf, and I'm like, "Oh, I like that. I like that music." Who's that guy who goes, "Oh, baby"? He said, "That's Howlin' Wolf." So anyway, that's the story. They met. My dad was sneaking into the clubs, and Howlin' Wolf protected him.
972-647-1893. Thank you, Wanda, for that story. Thanks for coming down tonight, and thank you for helping us out with the big show next Friday night with Big Bill Morganfield.
I'm excited about it. I'm telling you, I'm a Muddy Waters fan. I never met Big Bill Morganfield, and I can't wait either. So everybody, it's a $5 ticket. Where are you going to see the legends and children of the legends for $5, unless you see them walking around somewhere, by accident. But it's a great show, so please come.
Well, thank you so much for being here tonight. Looking forward to the show next week. We're going to close out with some Billy Red Love together with Calvin Newborn on guitar on this one. Stay tuned for the Lone Star Dead coming up next. Thank you to everybody that called and pledged. Thank you to Wanda for being here tonight. Thanks to Jan for being here tonight, and long-suffering Mrs. O for being here every night. 972-647-1893. Get out, see, and hear, and support some live blues tonight, tomorrow night, every time you get a chance, because your ears will thank you for it. And good night, y'all.